1 minute, 2 minute, 4 minute. Reminds me of drum cadences. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a flam tap, ho! Band rhythms floating through my atmosphere, reminding me of when I was in the 10th grade and knowing a 12th grader meant I was cool. Hell yeah, I was cool. I was cooler than a January breeze on Lakeshore Drive. I was marching to the beat. Marching to the beat. To the beat. And now, I'm an autumn sunrise, lost in the chaotic cadences of my new leaves. I let my leaves frolic where they may amongst the frogs and the stinky skunks. And when I'm lost, I look for the crumbs. Ban them. My yearbook is filled with, stay sweet, have a nice summer, don't ever change. My leaves have turned. Sometimes I forget who I used to be. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a band. Rest. Dear Guy Montag, lately your hair reeks of regret. Every day you use me to cleanse the stench of cremated fairy tales from your clogged respiratory glands, and your hands, well, they shroud me in soot, leaving behind the stains of all the imaginary lives you took, legends lit to flames, echoing through our veins. Dirty deeds not done so cheap. The overdue balance of your singed sins charged to your conscience have begun to bankrupt your soul, while you scrub and mourn the already forgotten dreams and written chapters untold. The soot-stained floor reminds us both that your ash-written hands are to blame. But here in this blue light, beneath my gaze, you glow. Basking in my steam, you find relief, and my eyes find purpose. It makes me wonder, though, what exactly are we to each other? You see, we have an arrangement, you and I. You do the deed and I wash up behind. We never concern ourselves with guilt. Among these purified vapors, we bear our souls between tiled and glass chambers that were constructed solely for our love affair. And I'd actually like to tell you I love you. But all I can muster is a whisper. Let me rinse the flames from your eyes. Sing me a forgotten lullaby. Tell me of a time when my tears fought against your humanity crimes that keep you chained. Rhythms of memorized text are all we have, you say. Well, the secrets are safe in my sanctuary. We need each other. Signed with warmth. Deepest regard, yours, shower. After a lovely after-work trip, and coming home to win my 32nd game of solitaire, I love him all over again. He's not even my boyfriend, and I would so elope with him if he wanted me to. I'm not desperate. I'm not. I've got options. I've got Pop-Tarts, vanilla ice cream, hugs and kisses. The first two are easy to come by. The latter, not so much. You see, my matters of the heart usually consist of me playing the lead in the rare deleted scenes of He's Just Not That Into. Kind of the same story and stupid familiar sob song. See, how did I allow a man to break my heart when he chose to leave it alone? You see, he never even had it. Wouldn't take it when I laid it out for the taking, so maybe it's just a simulation of my heart breaking the, oh, if we would have been in love anticipation, or maybe I'm just not used to crushing. Blushing when a man walks by, because for way too many years I prided myself on way too much pride, too proud to emote, and would never even have spoke on feelings. I would have just made up excuses like crushes are for the birds, and I never really cared for the soft release sighs and batting of the eyes, and why do birds suddenly appear? Get the fuck out of here. That was me. The anti-girly girl, girl's best friend. Daria-esque, but never the one to crush on a guy. You see, I was the badass with too much common sense. Would never allow my heart to be lent and spent on momentary see now, pay later infatuation. And still, it stings. It stings right here. Towards the middle, towards the center of my chest, where I'd fantasize nightly about cradling your head close to my breast, because this stupid-ass crush was never driven by the simple act of sex. I was only crushing on your ass so hard because I was digging your intellect. Your mind, your thoughts took root in my heart without me even realizing. And I became that silly girl I loved to spite. My antithesis. A girly girl. A girly girl with a silly crush on an unbeknownst, unsuspecting, he's just like a brother type friend. Tomboy in me scoffs. The girly girl in me quietly weeps and shamefully regrets allowing her heart to be lent and spent on momentary, see now, pay later infatuation. Poets say that those who love are blind. He's not even my boyfriend, and I'd so be lovely if you want it. I am no longer waiting in the lobby of please pick me or deem me violent. I have poetic license to walk to the train station with the sharp part of my keys pointing outwards. I'm tired. I'm tired of being an auxiliary in your Star Wars symphony. I'm tired of being an extra in your mainstream movie. I'm just a shadow in your background. Excuse me, sir, you dropped your pen. Kind of one-liner. I guess that shit is okay, but I feel like I should be doing fine now. I'm sick, S-I-C-K, sick of this shit, because I like the main role, but all I've got is this bit part, a bit role, so far from being in the plot that I don't even know the story that's being told. I'm tired of walking around with a question mark over my head, wondering aimlessly in a cloudy haze of disillusionment, a confusion sent from ambiguous expectations of what I thought was or should be, but really I need to get back to who am I to me? Shit, after being around your ass, I don't even think I know that completely. I mean, not yet. I mean, maybe a tad, but still to be walking around with an interrogative symbol over my head feels bad, and I'm mad. So mad because I wish I had enough sense to make sense of all the nonsense notions you put in my head. Should I keep playing the cowbells to your symphony, or doing something more productive instead? I wanted us to be we, and you to include me, but the time I craved was never spent. But when I started feeling like you're fucking extra, I guess I should have got the hint. I never wanted to be an extra in your mainstream movie, so you could let me get 5.5 seconds of fame in your life just to say that you knew me, but you don't know me. And I guess we never really knew each other, trying to make it work, but really always on the path of being ex-lovers. We're just like a Clash of the Titans without the happy ending from the start, taking a 2.5-year-long epical voyage and yet never making it quite that far. So, could this be the end of our universe? Nah, baby, it's not that serious. This is just the end of this you and I verse, and I continue on because I don't need your complicated ass symphonies. I can write my own songs. Yes. And I won't be blue always. Thank you. Yeah. I wanted to write a poem for our blue collar. My daddy used to work at a box factory with no air conditioned struggles. Release a little air, relieve a little pain for a lifetime of trouble. The 2 to 3.5 jobs all at the same time that were juggled just to keep up with life. You had to have more than one hustle, always running and running around in circles, not knowing when the next time there would be some peace, some space, some time to clear, center, and refocus the mind. Oh, the trouble it takes. And from the premature grays and wrinkles on my father's face, I started to see the trials we face just to get through one more hot dog, ramen noodle, 99-cent menu eating day. How many verbal face pies must my ears suffer to make enough money to survive? Just trying to get through to the next time the rent's gonna be due, just so I'm not in the negative. I gotta work so hard and so long to fall asleep. I need a sedative, and still those phony bastards at work get ahead of us. The workforce predators hating because instead of us always making those snide remarks trying to keep our moods negative. Because deep down inside they don't want us to have pride. They want us stuck like Chuck and acting like a you know what. A blue collar worker that just don't give a fuck. And that's a shame. Can't believe half the stuff that they let them say all out in the open and get poison onto public airwaves. That's not the hip-hop I fell in love with back in the day. Stayed grounded and lifted by the inspiration it gave. Nowadays, I don't know hip-hop. I'm stuck in the 80s. Yeah, though I must admit, I was only a baby, but I still got down. Vibed the video soul. Knew who Donnie Simpson was before I could do what I was told. I was taken by the music that they call hip-hop. I was caught up in TikTok. You don't stop back in Cabbage days. I was all in the crate over hip-hop rhymes and the sense that they made.